Hello y'all on YouTube, this is Rob with Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today we have a very special unboxing, something that came in from Rick Hinderer Knives. So let's see what this is. Today I'm opening up with my Rick Hinderer XM18 Auto. Pretty cool little auto right here. I like this little guy. So let's get into this. So we'll go ahead and open the box here. What do we have? Right, so we have a knife and we have a little receipt. Take that receipt off to the side. Let's see what does it say. Yep. All right, put that off. Right, so this is a Rick Hinderer knife. So let's just see what do we got here. A very typical knife box from them. What do we got here today? All right, so today we have apparently we have a little sticker. This was assembled by Brian, I'm thinking. And it's got the tri-way, so it has the phosphor bronze, the steel washers. It has the Teflon in there, and a nice sticker. But what is this? This looks like, yeah, you know what it is. It's the Project X. Project X, one that I've been wanting to check out for a while. Yeah, here it is. This is the Project X S45VN blade steel clip point tri-way. And it is an orange G10. I am looking for a titanium scale at some point, but here we go. So it's got the texture backs on here like that, beautiful like that. I like that with a nice, looks like, is that, yeah, it's Torx. No, that's a hex screw there, hex screw there as well, hex there. And we got hex screws all the way around here. Very cool, with the flipper here. And I think there's a tool back here. Is this what that is? Does that come out? I wonder how that works. I think that's supposed to come out or something. I don't know. We'll have to look at that. But very cool. I like that. Nice clip, deep pocket carry clip. Might get a nice titanium one. So let's go ahead and give it a flip and see how it goes. All right. All right, not bad. See, how does it lock, drop? Oh, not bad at all. Very cool. All right, so there's no thumb studs on this thing, but do we have? Now get a little. Okay, so it's pretty tight. Oh, that's a super tight detent. Oh, wow, you can hear that puppy. That's strong. All right, so here, let me give you a nice click. You can hear it. Nice clicky, and then when it gets past it, you can hear it just pops right past that. So super strong detent right there. What do we got in here? We got a detent ball right there. Do we have a ramp on that thing at all? Nope, no ramp. Yeah, it's just straight over. All right, so it is frame lock. Beautiful texture on the back here. I like that. That's nice. I don't mind the orange. I mean, it's not bad. Would love a little more subtle color, you know. The flip is pretty good. I will admit that. But the detent is super strong. And, yeah. Now, I would say this is one of those detents that if you're like lefty EDC, you know, he's going to really love that. Right? That's a something I might very much want to tune. Ooh, that is strong. That's for sure. It is cool. I do like this. I like this shape here. So I got large hands. So if you have large, large hands with very meaty fingers. So large hands with regular hands, extra large would fit this pretty well. It does give you, yeah, it does have a little room there. So I think, extra large, double extra large hands, you probably have a little room. Otherwise, you're going to start being over the edge a little bit. There's no choke up position, so you choke up here. It does have a nice little curve. It's not sharp, which one of the things that was a problem that I've had before. I do like that. Is this a clip point it said? Yeah, it is a clip point. Nice clip point there. Nice wedge on top. Nice thick, robust blade. S45 VN blade steel to tri-way lock there. Looks like, is that a steel bar insert? Yeah, it's a steel bar insert with an over travel stop, so that's nice. Very cool. Does sort of want to drop. Definitely a strong action on that one. Ooh, that is just, for some people, they're going to love that. It's super buttery, super thick, super strong detent. This is definitely a tune knife that I would want to tune for sure. But very cool, very cool. Once you get, okay, so you don't get the double clutch. You got to clear right there. So that's where right there you clear. So the detent ball is right there. That's your your clearance before you hit, you get a double clutch. So, catch right there. Okay, very good. So you can see this is where your cutaway is to your lock bar, your integral frame lock here. So it does work like that. Drops down this way. That is not bad. The flipper is pretty stout. I mean, it is. It doesn't sound as loud, but it is. It's a strong flipper, and it does have that typical. I don't know what you want to call it. Yeah, I guess you'd call this the, almost a Hinderer XM18 sort of flipper. I thought it'd be a little bit different. I thought it was different before. I thought it was a little flatter, but oh well. It is what it is, right? Maybe we'll do what we did to one of the other knives that had a really hooky little hook thing there. We kind of got rid of that super sharp edge right there. So we'll take a look at that. I don't know. Does this come out? How does this come out? I don't know. Okay, so I don't know how that comes out. I'll have to look that up. I don't want to force it out and break something. I'm sure it comes out pretty naturally, but that's the tool you're supposed to use to release it. My nails aren't, yeah. So I don't know how that comes out. So we'll have to take a look if you need a tool to take it out, or if it's supposed to just pop out. I don't know. So there you go. Not bad at all. I like the texture, especially the titanium texture on the back here. I would like to get like I said, a titanium scale on this side. I think that would be really nice. Orange is not bad. What was my first knife that I ever got into was a Benchmade Mini Barrage in orange G10, or maybe it was even FRN. I got it at Cabela's, and I like that a lot. So that was pretty cool. It's definitely a robust, heavy blade. I will tell you that. It's not a small knife. This definitely feels like it's got some weight to it. Yes, it's almost a 9-inch knife, but it doesn't feel like gargantuan. But it is not small. I will say that much. Clip is there. It is a right-hand tip-up only, which is fine by me. I think they do make left-handed versions of this. It does have an over-travel stop, which is cool. So, very, very cool. Yeah, it looks like this tool does come off. I just got to figure out how to get it out without beating it up or scratching it or something like that. That is cool. All right, so this is definitely this is one of these where you got to get up here and use that flipper. You don't want to get right here and then start to hurt your finger. So you got to, get on top of that. Ooh, that is so strong. Man, I want to tune that so bad because it's just so unbelievably stinking strong. Probably put Skiffs in there as well, see how that goes. So, there you go. Interesting Project X. Very cool knife. I do like it. Chamfered all the way around. Very comfortable. It's got a little cutaway there. Almost like, thumb studs would have been not bad for this knife. It does use is that internal? Yeah, it looks like it's an internal pin stop, probably. That's what I'm going to guess. Somewhere in there, there's a pin. Blade stop pin. It locks right there. And then it locks out here somewhere. It is nice and dead centered for sure. No blade play. No pivot lash. No detent lash. No. It's in there pretty good. It's got a strong detent for sure. Really nice. I like that the stone wash finished. Let's see how's the edge. The edge is not bad. Typically don't come in very sharp. That one's not bad. I mean, for Rick Hinderer, it's a pretty decent edge. Pretty impressed. All right, so nice. Yeah, we're gonna have to tune this puppy. It's definitely not a light knife. This feels up there with like my Chavez and some of those other big ones. Definitely got some weight, like my Shaman. Very cool. Very cool. Can't wait to get the titanium scale, like I said. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Pretty cool. Compare that to the XM18. There's you got the look. Now this is the DLC, and I just cut open the box here, so we'll clean that off. But that's the DLC version. So you're looking at the size here. This is definitely a little bigger, the Project X, which I didn't realize I was going to be bigger. So that's a 3.5-inch blade. That's a 3 3/4-inch blade. Sorry, my dog's barking. Interesting. Interesting. All right. Very, very cool. So, nice Project X. Pretty cool knife. So let's do a little quick zoom in so you guys can see it. There's a look at the blade. Nice clip point. Let's look at the back of the blade here. S45VN. There's the back side with the frame lock. Nice milling pattern on that with all those hex screws. our big hexagon screws there. And then we've got the G10 scale right there. It's pretty cool. The hex screws all the way around. All right, let's zoom out a little bit. And so here's the knife overall. Nice view right there. Let's look at the view right here in the back. Pretty cool. Yeah, very, very nice. I like that a lot. That's a cool little knife. Yeah, ooh, that's really, whoa, that's really strong there. Yeah, for a second there, it was really sticking up really, really strong. I wonder if that's carbonized, but it's supposed to be steel on steel, so it shouldn't stick there. Okay. Interesting. Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. Oh, and it's got that radius sort of chamfering. I hate radius chamfering, but at least they softened it. That's one of my least favorite type of chamfering you ever do on a lock bar. I think it's stupid. Whoever does that has no thought. I know they think, oh, it's a little edge, it's going to catch. It's great for catching fingers. You know what? Just do a little cutaway. Make sure people have easy access to it. Like right here, look at all that right there. This should have all been chamfered away. I mean, that's just ridiculous. So, just my opinion. Boy, that is really sticking though. Oh, I've got to see if that's, hopefully it's not sticking because this needs to be carbonized or something. What do we got here? And that's steel on steel, right? So we shouldn't be sticking. It's not titanium on steel. Interesting. Okay. Wow. Not quite what I was expecting, I guess. Wow. Well, let's see if we tune this, if that gets a little bit better, because it's, you can't unlock it left-handed. Look at that. So left-handed, it's like literally pops. Okay, so once you lock it open, let's see here. Wow. Wow. Okay. Damn. Okay. All right. This is getting worse. Ooh, I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, we might have to call Rick Hinderer because that's gotten worse. Ooh. Wow, did you hear that? That's insane. Okay. Well, interesting. We'll see if we keep that one. That's interesting. All right, so I'm gonna just let that go as that. So there you go. That's the Rick Hinderer Project X in orange G10 scales. We'll have to reach out to them. I'm very cautiously. I mean, I like the look of it. It's a very cool looking knife. I think it's one of the. I like the look of that knife overall profile probably more than the XM18. Now the non-flipper version I really like. I also have the non-flipper version and the auto. These two are really cool. I do like that. And it's a nice profile shape for cutting and stuff, right? But this right here, I like the profile overall. It's a nice look, but that lock bar is, wow, that is really bad. Okay. That is exceptional. Exceptional lock stick on that one. And it's gotten worse as I... Ooh, it's like popping. I mean, listen to that. Can you hear that? Hold on. Sometimes you wish you had a detent that sounded that good, right? I mean, it shouldn't pop coming off like that. That is not good. Okay. All right, so we're going to leave it at that because I'm starting to get a little frustrated. All right. Hey, if you found this content fun, interesting, worthwhile, informative, or interesting, would you please consider hitting the like button down below? And if you've already hit that like button, would you please consider hitting the subscribe button? Subscribing and liking the videos really helps out the channel, allows the channel grow, produce more content, do more things, ultimately do more things for you guys. So thank you. Thank you to all of those of you who like, who subscribe, who watch the channels. Man, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And if you haven't already, hit that notification button down below so you can be notified of future content. And then finally, to all the channel members out there, a big, huge thank you. Thank you to every one of you guys. Are awesome. Especially to those of you who've been here since the very beginning, who liked the channel when it first started, who joined along the way, and who just recently joined. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys. If you've been on the fence, you thought, hey, I'd like to become a channel member, I'd love to have you. I'd be really honored. Check out the link down below. There's 3 different tiers. It would be a great honor to have you as a channel member. Thank you for considering supporting the channel. And if you don't, it's totally okay. Just please enjoy the videos. I appreciate that. And, you know, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. But just as my way to say thank you to the channel members, I do want to give every new channel member, or if you've been a member for a while and you haven't asked me yet and you're still a member, email me with your name and address. I'd like to send you a sticker. I'd give every channel member a sticker. If you're the top tier, you know, Uber Nerd, you get a special sticker. That's even nicer. And then all channel members, we have a once a month giveaway. So just to let you know, there's lots of other little things out there, but it's my way to say thank you and appreciate you guys. And then finally, if you haven't checked me out already on Instagram, would you please, at Robs_nerdy_knives. Again, that's on Instagram at Robs_nerdy_knives. Thanks so much for watching today. Have a great day and a great week. Bye.